This is the Barbados Today afternoon news for Thursday, May 25th. Thank you for joining us. I am Marie-Claire Williams. One international economist says Barbados may have no choice but to keep its currency pegged to the US dollar. The World Bank's Deputy Chief Economist for Latin America and the Caribbean, Daniel Lederman, says a change could be painful. Lederman was delivering the annual William Demas Memorial Lecture as part of the Board of Governors meeting of the Caribbean Development Bank in the Turks and Caicos Islands. Former Central Bank Governor Dr. Delisle Worrell has warned that the dollar is facing devaluation because of continued printing of money to support government programs. Former Prime Minister Owen Arthur has also made a case for an end to the peg, but government has already ruled out any currency devaluation. Economist Jeremy Stephen has been outlining just how the economy will be affected if the matter of issuance of tax clearance certificates is not addressed urgently. Earlier this week, the Barbados Bankers Association said they will not be able to close any real estate-related transactions unless there is clarification on the issuance of the certificates. Under the amended BRA Act, individuals and businesses must pay up all tax, interest and penalties under the Land Tax Act and Value-Added Tax Act before they can be granted a clearance certificate to facilitate real estate transactions. The Barbados Revenue Authority is due to meet with the Bankers Association next week to address their concerns. Stephen says there could be a ripple effect if the matter is not settled soon.
This can have a knock-on effect that I don't think we're really thinking about very clearly at this time. The knock-on effect being that this action could, in virtue, if this is allowed to drag on, begin to diminish the liquidity, the excess liquidity that the banking system now enjoys and that government is highly dependent on, by extension, for in terms of loans to government, to government paper. And as a result, issue is that more people begin to take their money out the bank or reduce what they're holding directly in the bank. You will have the case that the liquidity will drop, and as a result, the banks not only having lower interest rates, but the banks now would not be able to make as many personal loans or other loans outside of real estate loans. Because the liquidity is dried up somewhat.
A team from China has won the first ever moot competition between law students from the Caribbean and Beijing, which was held this week at the UWI Cave Hill campus. But Principal Eugene Barito is promising to bring the trophy back to Barbados next year. Barito told a dinner in honor of the debaters last night that Cave Hill students will also be debating in moot competitions in Chinese within a decade.
We will look forward in 10 years' time to our Cave Hill students delivering in Chinese a devastating performance at an international moot court competition. We know we could do it, and we are giving ourselves 10 years to do it. We are coming. We're coming next year too. We are returning to take the trophy back. But we're going to do it in English for the time being. But in 10 years' time, I'll be gone from Cave Hill, but I am charging whoever is the principal, the deputy principal, the bursar, the registrar. In 10 years' time, you are competing in Chinese in China.
Barito added that she's confident the institution and the students have the capacity to make it happen.
I regard this as achievable. Why? Here are the reasons why. The Cave Hill campus is dedicated to transforming itself into a smart campus with internationalization as a critical aspect of this. We have a strong partnership with the China University of Political Science and Law. It is one of the highest ranking universities for the study of law in China.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Who call and get your yams and potatoes? Wait, my girl, how you want to see for long?
I can't how you keeping, but you don't sell the nation paper no more.
But that paper is selling, this month now I stop selling that. Look, one time I would have made a little dollar on the Sunday sun, but when Sunday night, I still trying to get the weather there.
Well, you know you can't call that the Sunday sun no more. You're going to call that Sunset News. Call at no time that news stale.
People complain that them ain't got nothing in it to read, and the price keep going up all the time. A woman abused me so sick the other day, telling me that she does read Barbados Today online for free. I couldn't take that abusing soul, so I switched to my potatoes and yams.
Well, let me tell you, if pork selling, you got to raise pigs. How much for the yams?
Oh, cost 75 cents a pound.
But that's cheaper than that stale news. Give me
How much you want?
a pound.
Only a pound? Anyhow, these eating real good. Let me wrap them up for you. Come.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Thank you for staying with us. And in news from the region, the Cayman Islands are headed for a coalition government after independent candidates secured the majority of seats in yesterday's election. 9 independents won their seats, while the incumbent People's Progressive Movement won 7 and the opposition Cayman Democratic Party secured 3. Since no party won the 10 seats needed to form the next government, a coalition will have to be formed. The PPM lost 3 seats. However, the party leader Alden McLaughlin and his deputy Moses Kirkconnell retained their constituencies. Over in St. Lucia, the mother of an 8-month-old girl who was found dead this week says she did not kill her baby. Police have ruled the infant's death a homicide. We get more from HTS News Force.
Melissa Lambert says she left home around 5:30 p.m. on Monday, May 22nd. She says the plan was to make a quick dash to the supermarket and back home. She left Gemma Lambert, her 8-month-old baby, and the last of her 5 children alone. She says the infant was asleep in her cot when she left, and when she returned, the child was dead.
I go by dark song after 6. When I come in, I seen like my door tight. So me dying because she's a child that make noise. So somebody done strangle my child already. But I want my baby back. The person have to pay. Everybody saying it's me that kill my baby. I could never kill my baby because if I had to kill my baby, I kill my baby from in my belly. I have 5 children. Everybody saying what they want on Facebook, but I don't have time for that. I know what I know. I didn't kill my child.
And finally, police in Britain today stopped sharing information about the Manchester suicide bombing with the United States. Authorities say leaks to U.S. media risk compromising their investigations. Prime Minister Theresa May says she will tell the U.S. President Donald Trump that intelligence shared between the 2 countries had to remain secure. 8 people are in police custody in connection with Monday's attack at a packed concert hall, which killed 22 people. And that's news this afternoon. Remember, you can get more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also tune into Mix 96.9 FM for more news. I am Marie Claire Williams. Have a good afternoon.